Yes, good afternoon everyone, and I'm Xita. I'll be running Bastion for you, the any percent no main menu storage version, which means we're not gonna glitch around with the menu that much, you know. And we'll be running the game in normal mode. And timing does not start when I go out of this screen, but actually starts as soon as I get control of the boy. I'll call it out for our tech person. And as you can see, we have subtitles. So get ready on time.
Leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Sets off for the Bastion.
And as you can see, you know, weird angles. The only thing we can do is walk around right now, and the ground actually forms up. And this is gonna be both, you know, a cool thing to see and something that's gonna kill me maybe a few times. Now that we got the hammer, we can roll around, and yeah, that actually speeds up the game quite a bit. And as I tend to say in this game, walls and stuff are kind of optional.
Sometimes you just need a drink.
Like there's a wall, but you know, we can pick up the gun even, you know. We're not there. Now we have to wait for those things called squirts. And since they're all nicely lined up with me, we enter the saloon. In the saloon, you know, we expect one person to be there at least, and that's the bartender. And guess what? He is there, but you know, we don't like that guy, so we just kill him. And there we get our shield. And shields are cool, right? Now we actually, you know, demolish the bar and the security. No one got time for security. And those boxes are on a cycle. If you're fast enough, you actually only get like 2 or 3 to pop. I got 4, which isn't terrible, but it's a little slower. Then we move up to the corner here. We get a lot of squirts again, and there's also a big guy coming up. We want to have this clear, so that if the big guy actually attacks us, we can counter him and kill him with 1 hit instead of, you know, the usual, I believe it's 7 or something. Let's heal. Let's, you know, shoot the rest. That's enough. Let's jump out of the window. Easier. We fall down, and you can see a bow lying there. You know, there's a crate. We land on top of it. I don't like bows, so I'm gonna keep on rolling. Sadly, I wasn't fast enough to get under that wall, because as said before, walls are still optional. Oh, and dropping down is not faster. As you can see, you know, we like to live on the edge a bit too much sometimes.
Right back at you.
And we actually counter the attack of that turret.
The arsenal. Tough part of town.
We enter the arsenal and the distillery, and then we leave him again. And we keep on rolling. Now, we're on a boat.
The Bastion's real close.
Let's heal, and damn it, I was about to say stand on this fine little corner. And this is the moment we can rest a little. It's only a few minutes in the run, but we can already take a little bit of a break. Hits aren't that bad. We just heal and roll on top of here. Now you see this gate.
He's a mighty fast learner.
And we pass that gate. And we pick up a core, and hopefully we've duped the core.
Down he goes.
What we do is we control the game by mouse and keyboard, mainly by mouse, and doing that allows us to bind the use or interact button on the scroll wheel. This sort of allows us to, you know, use the exact button like twice in a row. And we may have missed the first dupe. If that's the case, then I might actually just restart, because it's faster. Yeah, let's just quickly restart, because that's, you know, only a loss of 3 minutes. Just leave the timer going.
Proper store is supposed to start at the
I heard we
beginning.
were ahead of schedule anyway, so you know.
So during this part where you restart, could you explain what no NMS is and why you're playing this category,
Gets up.
and what exactly
Where everyone agreed
you aren't allowed to do?
Well, there's a glitch where the menu can get stored, and with that you can, you know, manipulate stuff in the game. It's slightly faster, but because of that, you know, because of it being a glitch, I decided to not look too much into it and just run, well, the regular any percent route.
It's a gas fella.
And yeah, you know, we're still duping. This time I'm doing it slightly different because I fell down there. Doesn't, you know, matter that much. That was the old way anyway. The route has been going through changes and stuff. You know, the current world record holder, Hale's Edge, you know, if you see him run this, it's insane.
Must have fled here from the mines.
It's, you know. But yeah, as I said, the dupes are really important, and we do need about, I believe, 6 of them.
He said
Some of them are, you know, easier to back up than others.
Inside's old Rondi, the bartender.
And we get the shield again, so we can, yeah, continue. If you have any donations or want to talk about what we're doing here, Captain, go ahead. This is your time.
Security takes him for a petty thief.
It's my time to shine.
Special
We are here together to raise money for the Dutch Cancer Society. The Dutch Cancer Society is a Dutch society committed to fight cancer by scientific research, education, patient support, and fundraising in cooperation with volunteers, donors, patients, doctors, and researchers. By this commitment, DCS targets less cancer, more cures, and a higher quality of life for cancer patients. Its motto is, everyone deserves a tomorrow.
Well, thank you, Captain. As you can see, we're almost, you know, back at the window part. So we get the small break soon again. Hopefully, I'll be fast enough to avoid the wall dropping right in front of me this time. I've been not playing this as much as I used to, so I'm kind of rusty, as you may have noticed, but it's still a very cool run. And we pick up Whirlwind again. And
He finds the distillery right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like.
But yeah, we're moving with the mouse, which yeah, sometimes is a bit awkward.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way.
There we go. Small little break again, and the moment I actually decided to learn this game, we used a different strat where you'd kill a sort of a mini boss in the area where we skip the gate, or you know, use him as a launch as well, and that would grant you more experience. But in the end, that, you know, turned out to be not faster, and this time we actually got the dupe. I could confirm that by the fact that I saw the experience pop up twice. That's a thing, like sometimes you're able to see that, sometimes you're not. So it's always sort of a gamble. The other way to see if the dupe actually worked is when you place the, well, so-called core, and you have another one in your inventory, it will disappear out of that middle part in this, well, it's almost called a town, but it's not really a town yet. But, you know, with the power of the cores, we are able to build certain buildings. And there, we picked the distillery. The distillery gives you a little bit of text by the narrator, and as long as that guy is talking when you go up into the air, you can instantly travel to your next destination. Else, you know, you go up into the air and he'll tell you that you can go different places and all that kind of stuff, and you'll have to wait, which is slow, so we don't like that. Hello, Mr. Boss Guy? Yes, hello.
check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. And now there's a new marshal in town.
I believe that one worked.
Here's the whole place
At least I hope it did.
tough to fall.
But yeah, this level was super short. Let's continue.
He comes back, just like I
Because
knew he would.
if this works, then our next...
The monument's calling for it. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting
we missed it, so we'll have to do a backup. And honestly, there's not a lot of backups, but maybe Cinderbrick is already... Nope, Cinderbrick is not available, so it tells you there's multiple. We're just gonna guess, because I basically never miss those dupes, so I didn't really prepare any backups. But you know, we'll see.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Go ahead.
We have a €10 donation by JVK 1993. And the comment says, good luck to all the runners and a special shout out to the host, Captain Obvious 02. Thanks, dude.
Stuck inside one of those fancy cages.
Oh boy.
He throws a switch.
I
Now what could possibly go wrong?
Fair enough. I was about to say, I've picked up the mines, which is bad, but
Quite a bit, as it turns out.
that's quite a bit of a...
The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow.
Oh boy.
All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squire's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while.
And I believe I picked up the exact same level as last time during BSG when I got to showcase this. And this is a fairly slow level, so... A lot of fighting though. Casually this game is way longer and
Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
let's hope I don't die, because that would be bad. But yeah, the game is made by Supergiant Games, and some of you may know that from a game called Transistor, because that one was fairly popular, I believe. Okay, we've reached level 2, which normally we do in Cinderbreak,
At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes.
but
Maybe
you know.
30. Talking 10.
As long as experience don't go too crazy, we should be fine.
These words get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up.
La 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 la.
Ain't no easy way in.
This is a really slow level. I should have picked up the correct one.
One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
You know, once we're done with this, we should have the next score, and we should be able to continue to Cinderbreak. So that's all good.
It's a troublesome scene to be sure.
As you can see, there's a flamethrower here. Hopefully we won't see those too many times, because they seem dangerous, man.
Few moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7, give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
There we go. We did dupe this score, so potentially we, you know, might be in a good spot.
I still remember
We'll
the
see,
look on his face after that one.
because this basically is not a backup I'm used to, but
The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why
Wow.
things are gonna be alright. Soul's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
that's probably not the way we wanted to do this, but, you know, we had to. let's go to the Hanging Gardens, because that's the level I forgot about. Hanging Gardens is an annoying level, and you'll see why.
Welcome him with open arms.
Because you saw me rolling around a lot, right? Yeah, this level is kind of a slow level in terms of forming. So if you're a little too fast, like I was there, you fall down.
Kid sees him there agape in the flesh. It's a snag or two trying to get through.
And as per usual,
No matter what, he's got so many
gates are
questions
optional.
after all. The Thunder brothers didn't make it.
But not only gates are optional,
Boy, didn't
because sometimes floors are as well. Because we can clearly see a gap here, right? So that's clearly a gap. But yeah, it really isn't.
he survived. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now, would we? What do you
And
say
there's
to a man
the
who's
guy
seen
that
too
they're
much?
talking about.
Kid hasn't a clue. But he
And this
says
is, I believe, the only actual cutscene we watch in the entirety of the run. And it's a nice moment to give your hands a little bit of rest.
His name is
And well, we discovered that this guy is called Zulf.
He's in the rut.
Kind of weird, because
like him ain't
when I
never
just
been a
entered
common
one of the
sight
cores, it already mentioned Zulf. That's, you know,
He's relieved to
the
see
game-breaking
living
part
face
of,
or
you know,
two.
duping
Kid
glitches
and I
or duping
introduce
cores.
ourselves in kind. Both
And
to him
apparently,
and to
you
each
know,
other.
the kid
first
that you're
time.
playing and the narrator, you basically never introduce yourself to each other.
Tell him there's only one core left. I should have banged up the monument pretty
So
bad,
that's all course.
but there's a way to put her back together. The shards.
So
Kid ponders what to build. We're
Let's
gonna
build
need
it
all
more.
of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
we can go to Cinderbrick Fort. I'll just continue my regular route, and we might be able to skip the last level, which is
There's only one
an annoying one to begin with. And that were 4 flamethrowers, and they're gone.
sure the city marshal.
Cinderbrick is basically just a lot of movement in here.
Calamity was mercy.
It's not a difficult level, it's just a lot of movement. A lot of rolling around, actually.
At least the marshals let me
And to disappoint Frosty, not at the speed of sound.
something the windbags just can't handle. Something that
But yeah, this is one of those levels that actually shows you that pathways are kind of optional in this game as well. So, you know, we just, you know, go past them.
Cinderbrick gave him enough heat and metal to munch on for a while.
Let's go.
What ain't theirs by right.
And now it's just a lot of rolling till the end of the level. And then we skip a gate again. It's an annoying skip to do, but
Times like this, kids glad he
sometimes when you try to skip the gate, you'll get like at the edge of the stairs. And when that happens, you know, normally that's not an issue. In here, there's there's an invisible wall. So you'll have to get past the wall in order to get to this thing. Normally there's a whole fighting sequence right there, but you know, we don't do that. We'll just continue. So,
Kid shows up just as Zulf's telling me about his own journey to the city. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zulf was the smoking pipe. That's
so
it.
yeah, now
Two
we're
more
actually,
shards of that, and we'll be back in business. All that trouble for a single shard. But you
Yep.
know what? It was worth it. The shards got enough juice to spruce up any
I think
of
we're
these
back on
places.
the regular
About time
route.
We built something.
Let's go to Rota's Lagoon. Sounds like an awful, you know, cool place to go, and the actual small image of it showed a lot of, you know, colors and greens, and you think it's a happy place. Nah, not really.
Street originated here.
This place is this one of the scariest places in the run.
Kinds of beasts what don't know up from down.
I picked up a skill called the Sneaky Decoy, and we'll be using that against
They used to think that ankle
the sort of boss in this.
Well, they ain't. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of the shard.
And we pick up the pike here instead of the hammer. And again,
Brushers use their
gates are optional.
keep their distance around here.
But not only gates are optional, in that way,
He's the kid in some kind of twisted
come on.
trap. One bad step in that tall
That
grass
works.
and he's Queen Anne.
So yeah, they're mentioning Queen Anne, and that's an ankle gator.
The tall grass grows.
A pretty big one as well. Hey, there's a core. Maybe we should go pick it up.
How to find an ankle gator lair.
Yeah, look at that. That's Queen Anne.
The shards sitting in plain view.
We picked up 2 shards, and now the ankle gator comes for us.
She's coming for him.
We place the decoy.
She's starting
We use
to
the
get
pike,
annoying.
and then we do a musket shot into another pike
They said
attack.
you'll run across an ankle gator.
And now we're gonna run. Well, let's not keep fighting, because that ankle gator was a pretty big one. Looked like it could eat me in one bite, so yeah, bye.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
So now we place 2 cores again.
The shard works like a charm.
I believe we're a few shards away. Hopefully, my order of buildings doesn't mess up their run.
Finished, but our part is far from over. First things
Culford
first,
Cauldron.
what do we build next?
You know, after this, there's only 1 level left, but Culford Cauldron is not a happy place. As you can see, it's dark, it's cloudy. It's not a nice place to be. And I'll be attempting a gate skip
The cauldron
again,
boiled over.
which I might fail already. Yeah.
They say it
Okay,
fills
if I'm
the
too
skies
late
with
and those eye things pop up already, I generally decide to attack them, because then the gate disappears. And the gate disappearing there is actually useful for later,
a place like this. As for us,
because we'll be returning there, and when we return there, I'd rather not have, the gate there.
other things we're better off not knowing.
A lot of poisonous stuff going on.
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot.
As you can see, it's not a nice place. Let's get away.
When we look down,
We need that shard. We do need it. If we don't get it, how are we gonna, finish the Bastion? There we picked it up again. It was a dupe, clearly visible. And then I go here.
kid, he just has to get that
I'll
shard.
place my decoy there,
Too bad taking that
just
thing
to, distract the bird that was trying to kill me.
biggest stink eye he's ever
And
seen is waiting for him on the other side. And where there's one stink
We'll
eye,
continue
there's
with,
always
and now the gate is gone, so we can easily,
gather up to
get
bid
back
the
up.
kid a fond farewell. With
And
this
with that,
spotlight,
we
it's supposed to
only
be
have
cold
1
in
level
the city,
remaining.
all the fires died out.
Even though I did an extra level, we only have 1 level
Comes back
remaining.
looking like the
And
inside
that
of a
level, oh boy, do I not
Come on,
like
let's
that
get
level.
better. Zol sure did a number on it, though. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
I agree, we need to finish what we've
I
started.
ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
And now, Burstone Quarry. And Burstone Quarry has the one and only boss of this run,
Imagine everything you need to
but it's
build a city
also like
Xita.
the hardest
It takes hard
level
work
to go
and
through.
planning, and it also
Because
takes
we
personal
generally go like on edges in here. As you can see, a lot of enemies,
Rattletail.
a lot of enemies shooting at us, which is annoying to begin with. I'll heal there.
The oldest ones remember things.
Oh boy, this could spell disaster.
All the time, taking it all. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Now, why would it sell?
And we see a lot of switches here. I have no clue what all those switches do. I don't care, honestly. I'll just continue.
All polished to a mirror sheen.
Falling down there is not the smartest thing to do. Let's quickly heal before heading to the boss.
To keep the lights on in an entire city district. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast who took the colony, Sir Monkey. Massive things stomped many of our boys.
And
Couldn't get rid of him.
oh damn it. Hopefully he'll jump towards me. Okay, bye.
Sir Monkey's
Yeah, Sir Lunky is not the brightest boss of all.
Then the kid hears a voice.
If you do it correctly and you position yourself on the edge, just before the start of the fight, you can get him to jump like right up to you,
We talk for a spell.
which means that he'll be on the edge, and then if you use your musket shot or pike, he'll drop off. But, you know,
Kid hears him.
this time I failed that, but he decided to jump towards me while I was on the edge and actually overjumped and ended up,
If that's the way it is,
well,
he said,
in nothingness.
then I won't stop you.
And we just duped 2 more cores, which means all the dupes are done. We're near the end of the run. But that Zelf guy, you know, he said something about his people killing me?
Say what you will about Zolf.
Oh
He's
wait,
a man
damn,
of his
there's
word.
enemies here right now. We were heading back to the Bastion. Why are there enemies? Well, I don't
His
know.
countrymen don't much
I'll
care
just stand
about
here
his
and,
cares, though.
you know, wait for them to kill me.
The Hura think they got him. They're
Okay.
wrong.
Now we roll
No
down.
way out of this.
As soon as we stand up, they can attack me again and actually kill me
Zolf
again.
showed 'em the way here.
And now we say we restart the area, we exit to the main menu, we continue, and everything is happy again in the Bastion. Because that's how it works, right? We basically skip, you know, all the bad guys.
The Bastion. It's finally finished.
Apparently, we finished it.
Now, there's something I want you to see.
I even got a shard extra. Does that make this better? I don't know. But yeah, we're almost at the end.
To the heart of the Bastion.
Time will be as soon as I interact with the machine that you see in the middle
I figure you done
and
heavy
say that
lifting,
it has to
so you
restore
get
it.
to do the honors.
So,
We can tell you how to work
but before
this
we do
thing
that,
if you
we
got
have to
any
talk
questions.
with both the NPCs
Hey, kid.
and time. What was my? Oh my god, 26 minutes.
It's finished.
Well, for a restart after like 4 minutes, it's not too bad. Everyone, I want you to enjoy
No matter what
this
happens next.
final song, because this is possibly the best ending song I've ever heard.
I suppose all that's left.
So if we still have some time left, I'd like to keep it playing and everyone enjoy it.
The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time. Before any of this. Maybe we'll forget everything you've done. And each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that
Hard to believe. Yeah, the narrator gets annoying.
so long.
Oh, good. Maybe
Maybe I'll
see
see
you in the next one.
in the next one.
But yeah, here it comes.
Say, Landia, we're coming home.
Oh. So, while this music plays and stuff, you know, the next run will be by Plumber. But before I give it over to my boy Plumber, I would quickly wanna give a shout out to the Bastion community, because those guys are extremely supportive. You know, if you tell them you're gonna be in a marathon and all, they'll tell you know what to do, which backups to use generally. Normally you don't feel like the first dupe, so I didn't have a backup for that. This run will be featured during Annual as well, and I believe Captain will tell you guys a lot more about Annual soon enough. Oh, he's shaking no to me. He's not gonna tell you anything about Annual. But yeah, my boy Plumber will be running Super Meat Boy, and that will be the next run. So without further ado, since I went overestimated by 6 minutes, we'll cut it here.
Thank you very much, Xita. Well, what a run. As you